They didn't carry rifles, they didn't fire bullets, but they helped win World War II, using rubber tanks, sound effects, and fake radio calls. This was the Ghost Army, one of the most top-secret, dangerous, and creative missions in US military history. While real soldiers were on the front lines, this elite unit was doing something just as risky, pretending to be them. In 1944, as the Allies prepared to invade Nazi-occupied Europe, the US military launched a bold and strange experiment. They formed a special unit called the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops, made up of artists, designers, engineers, actors, and sound technicians. This 1,100-man unit had one job: make the enemy believe there were 30,000 troops where there were none. They were never meant to shoot. They were meant to deceive. The Ghost Army used 4 types of deception: visual deception, inflated rubber tanks, painted fake runways and staged entire fake camps; sonic deception, blasted recordings of engines and troops using massive Jeep-mounted speakers, audible up to 15 miles away; radio deception, trained operators mimicked real unit transmissions to fool German eavesdroppers; atmospheric deception, soldiers dressed as officers and casually dropped fake intel in bars and towns. These weren't ordinary soldiers. Many were artists, pulled from New York ad agencies, fashion schools, and even Broadway. Some became legends, like Ellsworth Kelly and fashion icon Bill Blass. But in World War II, they left art behind, to become ghosts, creating shadows that saved real lives. This wasn't just clever, it was dangerous. If the Germans caught them impersonating real troops, they could be executed as spies. Yet they pulled off over 20 deception missions across Europe. In one case, they tricked German forces into defending the wrong area, saving thousands of Allied lives. They used 300-plus inflatable tanks, hundreds of fake weapons, miles of audio cable, and millions of watts of deception. They even tracked Luftwaffe flight patterns to make setups look real from the sky. At night, they'd vanish and reappear somewhere else, fooling the enemy into thinking an entire army moved overnight. Many German commanders reported seeing phantom divisions that never existed, but no one knew. The Ghost Army remained classified for 50 years. Even their own families didn't know what they had done. Only in the 1990s was the truth finally revealed. Historians now call it one of the greatest tactical illusions in modern military history. They never fired a shot, but they saved lives with creativity and illusion. They turned art into armor, and imagination into a weapon. In 2022, after decades of silence, they were finally awarded the Congressional Gold Medal. Would you risk your life, not to fight, but to fake a war? If this blew your mind, like, follow, and subscribe. More true stories that sound too wild to believe are coming next.